Hello friends and welcome to a new Let's Play series, Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. This is not the first time that I play this game. In fact, I finished Rogue Trader a few weeks before it was officially launched, but I did not get to play any of the new DLCs. And my first playthrough was on normal difficulty, so I have no idea how hard unfair difficulty is. I did play, I think, about 1/3 of the game again recently on daring difficulty, and I thought it was fine. Not too hard, not too easy. So I expect unfair to be pretty unfair, especially for me since I'm not really an expert. I have a good idea of what I want to play and which companions to use, but we'll see how it goes. I have both DLCs installed. Oh, let's select the unfair difficulty. So daring is basically normal, I think, which is why it didn't seem that hard. The only thing I'm afraid of is the space combat, because even the slightest mistake could spell doom, and you need to repeat the fight. Choosing the difficulty is not recommended yet. Custom character. Alright. So, I am not going to use a melee character because many of the companions I will use are melee characters. But since I do like to be close to the action, I will be using shotguns, since I will play an arbitrator. I think I'm going to use the basic look.
For the glory of the dynasty!
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Looks like we have a problem on our hands.
Fine, I'm going to use the dreading mail. Alright. I already looked at the character creation and decided to go with the fortress world. Since I'm going to use shotguns and I'm going to shoot all the time, I do like to have as many bonuses as possible. And everything that is homeworld offers is very good for my type of character. Now, arbitrator, obviously. I'm going to go with the vigilant because of the swift justice effect. I need that extra damage. I think I'm going to go with the athletics. Just because. Okay, I don't need commerce. Okay, so my first archetype will be soldier, then overseer, and then exemplar. Oof. We have 30 points. In fact, I don't think we need. We do not need weapon skill, right? We need ballistic skill. We also need agility. And perception. We have 5 perception bonus from our homeworld origin and our origin advancement, vigilant. This is perfect to avoid missing our shots due to enemy dodging. Patient fortune. Come on. Okay, let's go with the Eye of Providence. Cornelius. Cornelius sounds fine for an arbitrator, I think. All right, let's go.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Have we met?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtvir, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valancius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Marshal Cornelius von Adelgard.
My regards, Marshal. The Adeptus Arbites are famous for their unbending will and keen instinct for uncovering hidden webs of conspiracy and scheming. This is admittedly a priceless skill for someone destined for a path as special as yours. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valancius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
This will be an iconoclast run.
One of the von Valancius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Violence is a proven solution.
Okay, when you're ambushed, you can't position. You can't position your characters. before the battle. Okay, what do I have here? A stab revolver. Okay.
Forward.
Let's move here and try to hit the guy.
As said, so done.
Miss. That's not good. Oh, nice. Miss. Wow, so much damage.
Easy. I know what to do. Poised for action. As said, so done.
Nice. Oh my god, miss again. Don't think I'm going to be able to kill this guy.
With purpose. I know what to do.
For the glory
Nice.
of the Imperium!
They won't expect this.
Huh. That's weird.
Easy. I know what to do.
Death to the heretics!
I did my part.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Spread out, no one is allowed to enter the premises.
I'm
Stations.
afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
All right. Oh.
Marching ahead.
Okay.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
survey the room. Your first impression of Edeltrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is a parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Edeltrad, Theodora von Valancius' features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back, everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edeltrad. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing, who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Koronus Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in xeno worship.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Edeltrad.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries. is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
One Earth? Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Ethelfrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Interesting.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Where is your ship headed?
The Owlcat system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Koronus Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Owlcat on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelfrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Rebels.
Your execution is assured.
Alright, I've been ambushed
To
again.
the dark powers.
For now. Oh, the Imperium.
Tried and
Oh
tested
my
tactics
God.
are the best ones.
Follow my lead. Die!
Crush the feet.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. Death to the weak.
I feel so useless with this stub revolver.
No foe too great.
Oh, okay. Should be able to hit this guy pretty easily. Maybe even
As said,
kill him.
so done. They
Yep.
won't expect this. Done and done.
Nice. Oh my god, okay, so that's why I have so much accuracy. Nice.
Chaos guides me. I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, my
Your
ears are
blood
ringing.
will flow. Death to non-believers. Chaos guides me. Ah!
Okay, Abelard took some damage.
Gonna hurt.
I took care of this one.
Okay,
Weapon at the ready.
nice.
Such is the will of chaos.
Your character has received a temporary positive effect from one ally. Yeah, I know about that. I did. Already did. Okay.
One step ahead.
95% chance to hit. 93. I'm going to kill this guy.
As said, so done. That is how it's done.
Perfect. Oh, forgot about this
Out of my
one.
way.
I need to save Abelard. Oh,
Follow
he
my
dodged.
Stay vigilant. Let's set this in motion.
Okay, I saved Abelard. Can I hit
As
this
said,
guy?
so done. Poised for
Would be
action.
able to?
Easy.
No. Damn.
Death to the
I
weak.
missed a 93%
Protect
chance to
me.
hit.
No mercy for heresy.
Yeah. I did not win this fight. That's for sure.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Fine. Okay. I am not sure where I had to go. this way, right? Oh.
Stay sharp.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
We must provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle decks. Perhaps then we might stop this wave from spreading.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Really?
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Really?
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
In whatever state? What does that mean?
We are in the warp. Considering the attack, there could be a disruption in the Geller field and the infiltration of malevolent forces onto the decks. Psykers can react to such things in the most unpredictable ways.
Enough! Master of Whispers, you must not allow my heir to turn into a mindless mutant and to perish under Enforcer fire. Do whatever it takes to bring Edelthrad back to me.
I shall do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
I did not expect that answer.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you are consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain. Traitor. I promised you a special destiny, Cornelius. It is time to fulfill it. Okay.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the warrant chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Wait, where you two-faced come. You are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the warrant chamber, this voidship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
But he's a potential heir too. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your
Oh.
Valancius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Okay. So his blood was tainted. What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy? You sordid, wretched piece of grog shit.
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench von Valancius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate, go to the gate, go to the gate. Get out, I'm not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing you into your feet and making you take a step toward the gates, looming in the center of the chamber. So I did not manage to resist the voice. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two amber-like irises. Examine the device. Succeeded. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic, an incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, demanding sacrifice. You are wounded by the corrupted weapon, which led to a warp entity invading your mind. The voices that filled your head after Voidwir wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Examine the sentinel. The scepter looks noticeably different from the ones we are used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automatons. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Neither a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. Look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Place your hand into the Sentinel's maw. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel, the cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
There is still another way.
Check the Warren chamber. Okay, let's go inside. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them to be the paragon of humanity unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely forth into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost. Interesting.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Master, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Lead me away from
Middle
here.
and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
All right.
Venture forth.
Oh, I am wounded. Where do I have to go? Oh.
Onward to victory.
Oh, I need to seal the warrant chamber, okay? More rebels. Oh my god. And I don't have a weapon.
Run, fools, or fall!
Oh, Abelard.
Master, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Conrad Voigtbeer is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
So it would seem, but he's not here and we have mutiny to end.
Indeed. Indeed. That is easier said than done, of course. But seeing one of Lady Theodora's heirs alive inspires at least some degree of optimism. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Okay.
Duty beckons.
Look no further. Let's patch you up.
I will find a way to repay you.
Okay. I have an armor, a flak chestplate, and a lascan. Oh.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the wall and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What can we expect to find in the navigator's sanctum?
During warp transit, the sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Imperium. And for good reason. For the navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Imperium. Only a navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
I heard one of Theodora's voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warren Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
The navigator's sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To all loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Venerate the
Oh my god. More enemies.
brute force it is then. Surrender to the dark powers!
Let's put Abelard here. Okay. All seem to be melee attackers, so I'm going to move here.
I bring ruin.
Ouch!
Chaos guides me. Ah! I serve the ruinous powers. Brace yourself, Abelard.
Okay. I have burst fire. Okay, let's try this way.
And done.
Nice.
They won't expect this. As said, so costly.
Nice. All right.
Death to non-believers! Chaos guides me.
Okay, this guy has 25 HP. Seems to be more powerful than the rest.
Reduced to dust.
Oh my god. You're a brute, Avalot. Did you know that?
Indeed.
Ouch!
I will do my duty.
Okay.
Out of my way!
Just a minor setback.
Alright, I need to kill this guy. Okay.
Death to the...
I've suffered worse.
Okay, I need to heal.
Careful now.
And
It will
I
be
need to
done.
heal. Oh my god. Missed. Okay. Let's move here. And shoot this guy.
Easy. That is how it's done.
Okay.
At your beck and one fewer tongue.
Finally.
I'm
Okay.
at your service.
Let's loot. I'm going to loot everything. And then I'm going to check whether or not there's something that I can use better than what I already have equipped. And we will also level up. I think we will gear up and level up next time. This was pretty interesting. I think there were some changes that were introduced in patch 1.5, I believe. Mostly regarding Theodora. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching and see you in the next episode. I can't wait to see how my party will fare against the first boss. Anyway, thank you, take care, bye bye.